Hello everyone, my name is Anirudh and I welcome you to ILMS Academy, India's premier legal and management education portal. Get certified to enhance employability. Today's video will give you a brief overview of Citizenship Act 1955. The Republic of India is the federal country having two levels of government, that is the central and state, where there is only single citizenship, that is the Indian citizenship. Before independence, every Indian national was a British subject. After 1947, people were moving from one place to another due to partition of India and Pakistan. It was necessary for the framers of the constitution to lay down certain provisions for demarcating Indian citizens from Pakistan and Britain. Therefore, Article 5 to 11 of the Indian Constitution put down as to who are the citizens of India at the commencement of the constitution, that is on the 26th January 1950. Now, I will tell you the citizenship provisions in the Constitution of India. Article 5, Citizenship at the commencement of the Constitution. Article 6, Rights of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan. Article 7, Rights of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan. Article 8, Rights of citizenship of certain persons of Indian origin residing outside India. Article 9, Persons voluntarily acquiring citizenship of a foreign state not to be citizens. Article 10, Continuance of the rights of citizenship. And finally, Article 11, Parliament to regulate the right of citizenship by law. These were classified into three categories: citizenship by domicile, citizenship by migration, and citizenship by registration. All the above mentioned provisions of the Constitution concerning citizenship are not comprehensive but fragmentary and skeletal. These provisions are confined mainly to define who are citizens of India at the commencement of the Constitution, but do not deal with the problem of acquisition of citizenship subsequent to that date. Article 11 expressly empowers Parliament to make laws to provide for such matters, and accordingly, Parliament has enacted the Citizenship Act 1955 to provide for the acquisition and determination of Indian citizenship. This act seeks to recognize 5 different ways of acquiring Indian citizenship, namely, first by birth, second by descent, third by registration, fourth by naturalization, and fifth by incorporation of some territory into India. First, citizenship by birth. According to Section 3 of the Act, an individual who has taken birth in India on or after 26 January but prior to the commencement of the Indian Citizenship Amendment Act 1986. Further, those individuals who are born in India on or after such commencement and either of whose parent is a citizen of India at the time of his birth is a citizen of India by birth, except when his father is possessing the immunity as the diplomat or envoy in India without acquiring Indian citizenship, or his father belongs to the sect of an enemy alien and his birth occurs in the premises which are under enemy occupation. Second, citizenship by descent. Section 4 of the Citizen Act 1955 provides for citizenship by descent, where the individual will be a citizen of India if his birth was outside the territory of India on or between January 26, 1950 to the day of commencement of the Citizenship Amendment Act 1992, provided that his father was acquiring citizenship of India at the time of his birth. If his birth was outside the territory of India but after the commencement of the Citizenship Amendment Act 1992, with the condition of having any of his parents was acquiring the citizenship of India at the time of his birth, provided that in the latter case, if either of the parents of a such person was a citizen of India by descent, only that person shall not be an Indian citizen by virtue of this provision, unless his birth is registered at an Indian consulate, or either of his parents is, at the time of his birth, in service under Government of India. Third, citizenship by registration. Section 5 deals with the citizenship by registration under the Citizenship Act 1955. There are certain categories of persons who are not citizens of India but can become through registering themselves as Indian citizens after taking the oath of allegiance. If the person who is of India origin and is ordinarily resident in India for at least 7 years before proceeding with the registration application. If the person who is of India origin and is ordinarily resident in any other country or outside the territory of undivided India. If the person who has solemnized his marriage with an Indian citizen and is ordinarily resident in India for at least 7 years before proceeding with the registration application. Minor children of persons who are Indian citizens. if the person is of full age and capacity who are citizens of a Commonwealth country. Fourth, citizenship by naturalization. Section 6 deals with the citizenship by naturalization. A person is of full age and capacity who are citizens of a non-Commonwealth country may become a citizen by naturalization, provided that he had resided in India for minimum 12 years out of immediate 14 years before proceeding with the registration application. Also, if the central government is satisfied that he fulfills the condition laid down in the Act, he can become a citizen of India by naturalization. These conditions are as follows. He is not a citizen or subject of a country where Indian citizens are prevented from becoming citizens by naturalization. He renounces his citizenship of other country. He has either resided in India and or been in government services for 12 months immediately preceding the date of application. During 14 years prior to these 12 months, he has either resided and or been in government services for not less than 11 years. He is of good character. He has adequate knowledge of a language recognized by the Constitution. After naturalization, he intends to reside in India. If the central government is of the opinion that the applicant has rendered distinguished service to the cause of science, philosophy, art, literature, world peace, or human progress generally, it may waive all or any of the above conditions for naturalization in his case. Fifth, citizenship by incorporation of some territory into India. Section 7 provides for citizenship by incorporation of the territory into India. On any other territory becoming a part of India, the central government may notify the persons who shall be citizens of India by reason of their connection with their territory. The central government may notify the persons who shall be citizens of India by reason of their connection with that territory. Commonwealth citizen. A citizen of Commonwealth country has the status of Commonwealth citizens in India. Central government is empowered to make laws on the basis of reciprocity in order to confer the rights of an Indian citizen of a Commonwealth country by notifying in the official gazette. Now, let's look at termination of citizenship. First, renunciation of citizenship. Section 8 of the Act provides that any individual who is acquiring citizenship of India at the same time is either citizen or national of another country may renounce his Indian citizenship by making a declaration in a prescribed form by registering the declaration to specific authority. The result of such an act of renunciation will lead to cancellation of Indian citizenship. Further, if a person who is a parent of a minor child at the time of renouncing his Indian citizenship, his minor child will also cease to be Indian citizen, but has the option to resume it within a year of attaining majority. According to Section 9 of Citizenship Act 1955, the central government is empowered to deprive citizenship to an individual by issuing an order. The individual who has acquired Indian citizenship by naturalization, marriage, registration, domicile, and residence, if satisfies certain conditions mentioned under Section 10, will be deprived of citizenship. Conditions are: first, the registration or certificate of naturalization was obtained by means of fraud, false representation, or the concealment of any material fact, or that the citizen has shown himself by act or speech to be disloyal or disaffected towards the Constitution of India as by law established, or that citizen has, during any war in which India may be engaged, unlawfully traded or communicated with an enemy, or been engaged in or associated with any business that was to his knowledge carried out in such a manner as to assist an enemy in that war, or that the citizen has within 5 years after registration or naturalization been sentenced in any country to imprisonment for a term of not less than 2 years, or that citizen has been ordinarily resident out of India for a continuous period of 7 years. This provision does not apply if he is a student abroad, or is in the service of a government in India, or an international organization which India is a member, or has registered annually at an Indian consulate his intention to retain his citizenship of India. With this video comes to an end. I hope you have gained complete knowledge about the Citizenship Act 1955. Visit ILMS Academy for various courses from contract drafting, RTI, labor law, GST and more. Get certified to enhance employability. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day ahead.